Well, hello, hello. So we are going to talk about Valentine's Day, and our topic. Hold on, please. Hold on, please.
I'm sorry, love.
That's okay. So we are live on YouTube, and he just got kicked out the box, so he'll be right back. So we are going to be talking about what has changed with love over the years, since it is Valentine's Day. So hopefully he comes. I hope his phone didn't die. That'd be really, really bad. So if you guys want to throw out some things while we get situated here, I apologize. We were late. There he is. You all right?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you. Loud and clear.
I cannot hear a word you're saying.
You can't hear a word I'm saying. Okay, wait. How about now? It's because I hooked it up to my speaker. Why would he be able to hear that? Can you guys hear me? Hey, can someone go on YouTube and go see if you guys can hear me? Pretty please. Can you hear me?
I literally cannot hear a word you're saying.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear a word.
Okay, so he can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Michael?
Hang on, let me.
Okay, they can hear me.
Okay, my Bluetooth is connected. I just can't hear you.
Why would they be able to hear me and you can't? Hey,
Let
can
me
you
go
can you
out
get out
and
the
come
box?
back in.
Have Michael Oh, he says he can't see me. Michael, can you get in the box real quick? Just see if you could hear me. So that way I know if it's on my end or on his end. Okay. Trey, can you get in the box? Can someone get in the box just to see if it's him or me? We'll try this again.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we're all good then. And then,
Yes.
does anybody have YouTube streaming by chance? I want to make sure they can hear me.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about the YouTube you were gonna do, and I can literally get that on my television.
Yeah. So the link.
I'm getting ready to put your ass on my TV.
Okay, we have to watch the cussing because we're on YouTube. They have some type of thing where we're not allowed to
I'm getting
cuss.
ready to put yourself on my TV.
Okay, we'll put my pretty stuff on the TV.
Okay, give me the channel again.
So I changed my name on there, so I don't exactly know.
Wow.
I know. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's Queen of Spades. So it's just like my name up here.
All right. So let me go to search.
Ooh. Hey, 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 how are you, Andrew? Are you guys getting my little hearts I'm sending? Let's do this.
I'm trying to find it.
Nothing much. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I apologize. We're gonna be better as we get this going. So we're freshly new. Freshly new. That's gonna be annoying. Can we like hide these notifications? Turn off. All right, cool. All right. So I'm really sorry I talked to so many people a day. Where do I know you from, Andrew? I think I know who you are, but
Oh, damn.
I don't want to have you wrong.
Okay. I don't think we're talking about the horror movie.
Well, Andrew can hear us, so that's good. You don't need to have it on, because we actually have someone watching as we speak, and he can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear him? I can.
No, I cannot hear it.
No. You're not supposed to hear Andrew.
Oh,
I want Andrew to see if he could hear you. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to shake the boat. Okay, he can hear you good too, so perfect. All right, let's just move this down. All right, there we go. That's perfect. That way I can see both screens. All right. So, Mr. Unleashed here. I actually don't think you ever gave me your name.
Charles, baby.
Charles. Okay. Charles, was nice to meet you. I met him on a stream earlier this morning. And he gave us the topic for today, which is what has changed with love. Now, Mr. Charles here is a little bit older. We don't like to use the word old. Um, you know, don't want to offend anybody.
So this is the Queen of Spades podcast, right?
Yes. And then you go to your live. You start your platform. Oh, okay. All right. It doesn't have like a picture on there. I don't think so. I can't see.
Girl, you got like season 1 episodes. It's like season 1 episode 12.
What? Are you sure you're looking at the right thing there?
Yeah, I may not be.
Probably not, because I know I don't have 12. I should only have like maybe 4 videos plus this one. So wait, I know who you are now. Oh my goodness. How could I forget about you?
Yeah.
I remember who you are.
I was waiting for you to catch up.
No, I was talking to Andrew.
Oh.
I know exactly who he is now.
I was waiting for you to catch up with me too, because the first time I met you was not this morning.
Oh. Well, when did we meet? Do I want to know this right now?
We met in somebody else's live.
You mean Shady's?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
what. About 3 days ago.
No, honey, that was this morning.
No, baby, that was like yesterday or the day before.
No, it was definitely this morning, because you were asking him how to. Remember, I was doing my hair. That happened this morning.
That was like, yeah, but that was like the 3rd time that I've actually seen you.
Oh, well, I don't recall.
Everything. Okay. We're good.
Everything's going good. Thank you, Mr. I'm not gonna say your name. Mr. M. Thank you. Because we are streaming on YouTube at the moment. So, Charles here gave us the topic for today. I know it says like 3 times, and I apologize. So what has changed with love? So I don't know. Why don't you like dive in and let us know? Since let's go all the way back. What year do you remember Valentine's Day?
Girl, I had my first Valentine's Day in like 1976. I was 15.
So did you have any honey dips?
I'm not going to answer that because we're on YouTube. But I mean, seriously, it's like, I mean, I don't know why it feels different. But to be honest, love doesn't even feel the way it felt like in the 70s and 80s.
Just to let you know, I don't know if you could. Did you get YouTube up or no?
No, I did not.
Okay. So just to let you know, Andrew is watching. And he commented. He said, That same year, he was 16. So you guys are very close in age. So he may be
Yeah.
able to relate. And Andrew, if you would like to comment on anything, just put it in the box.
Yeah. Yeah. Jump in there.
And
It's a
Mr. Charles,
huge
have
thing
you
for
lived in
me.
Detroit all your life?
You know, well, here's the punchline of that one. Because I graduated high school in 1978. I did a year at the University of Michigan. And then I left to join the United States Air Force in 1979. And I have literally, until last year, have not lived in the state of Michigan since 1979. I mean, I've been back to visit. Of course, I came home on leave and stuff like that. I came home to visit family. But I haven't actually lived here, so this is a new thing for me. I am literally at home for the first time in 40 years.
Wow. Wow. Well, thank you for
And
your
it's funny.
service.
Oh, you're welcome. It was my honor. Now, here's a funny thing. I talked to women from Michigan, and especially the Detroit area, and the hard thing for me is to try to explain I've been gone for 40 years, and I probably say that wrong, okay? Because the first assumption that comes to their mind is, okay, who did you kill and why were you locked up?
Right.
Because when you say I've been gone for 40 years, the first thing that comes to mind is, okay, your ass was in prison. No, I served my country and went around the world twice.
So you weren't running the streets. You were doing boot camp and stuff.
I was literally jumping out of airplanes and killing people.
Wow. That is definitely different. Andrew, were you in the
Yeah,
service? Were you ever in the service by chance?
I mean, and it's funny because I talk to so many people whose only experience is literally playing Halo or what's the other one? The other combat game that everybody plays on their PS5s or Call of Duty.
Oh, God. Uh,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. It's like, I did that shit for real.
Right. Right. What?
And, I literally tell people I don't own firearms now.
Why? Why
I'm
is
like
that?
I'm like the samurai who put down his sword. Okay?
Mm. Okay. Now Andrew
There's no
said,
reason.
I apologize. Andrew said, he made a really good point. He said, because you're older, that's why love has changed. You look at love differently as you grow.
Yeah.
So I'd
And
have to
he's
agree with that too.
absolutely right. You're welcome, Michael. Like I said, it was my honor. But understand this, and this is the part that especially young people don't get. I love hard. When I'm in, I am all in.
Oh yes, I could tell.
100%.
I can take your side on that. I've seen that this morning. He already told me he loved me.
Girl, that's because you are such an entirely and completely beautiful person that what is there not to love?
Well, thank you so much. I'm flattered. Thank you.
It's not even a matter of flattery. It's just a matter of, I mean, that's just, it is what it is. You are that girl, for real.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for noticing. Excuse me.
And, so if I were to enter into a relationship, I'm coming in with both feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm not just sticking my toe in the pool, I'm diving into the pool.
Mm.
And if you can't reciprocate those feelings and show me the same amount of affection that I'm giving you, then yeah, then we're gonna have issues. If you
So,
can't be all in for me the same way I'm all in for you, I mean, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do this because that's too much work for too little reward.
right. You know what I've noticed? So I know you guys are, excuse me, a little older than I am. So coming from my genre, um, or generation rather, um, what I've noticed now is a lot of men say, yeah, let's start off as friends, and maybe it might develop into something. And my whole thing is, it's like, what? So wait, I'm supposed to like do everything that a girlfriend's supposed to do, while we figure out if
But
I'm
you're just
supposed
my
to be your
friend.
girlfriend.
But you're just my friend.
But we're
Yeah,
just
I get
friends.
it.
We're just friends. But yeah, I sleep with you. Yeah, we go
Nah,
out every now and then.
uh.
But that's what's expected. They want a cuddle
Now
buddy.
see, and the difference is, you know what I expect?
What's that?
I expect ride or die coming right through the door.
But I also
I want
understand
you
the
to.
I also understand the point of some people don't want to rush into anything. So I get that
Oh
too.
no!
But isn't that supposed to be the honeymoon phase? Like that's where you're supposed to, but you're still committed to each other.
But see, here's the thing: when you first meet, and that spark becomes a flame, because you know exactly, Michael. It's like I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't give me butterflies,
Right.
and you know when that spark is lit inside of you, and you know when that spark becomes a flame. So, no, I ain't trying to be your buddy.
Your
I'm
cuddle
gonna tell
buddy.
you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm like that 1980s Roger song. I want to be your man. Okay, I'm gonna step up to the plate, and we're gonna have batting practice.
Andrew said life is about taking risks. Failure is not an option. He mentioned the failure not
Exactly,
option to something else.
exactly.
But yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely don't want to be someone's friends with benefits, because that's basically what
No,
they're looking for to see if things
it's
work
a
out.
fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that on YouTube. Is a F buddy.
Yeah. If I'm good enough to sleep with, then I should be good enough to, go out on a date with, or, eventually meet your parents. Not, oh, just call me every 2 weeks when you're ready to get down and
Nah,
dirty.
nah. I want to parade you on Woodward Avenue in downtown Detroit and say, "This is my girl."
Hmm. I agree.
Okay, we will be right outside on Woodward Avenue, right in front of Joe Lewis's Fist in downtown Detroit on the Detroit River, and I can say, "Look, people, this is me, and I am her."
I agree. I agree 100%. Does anyone down here? I'm in my 30s, so I don't know if anyone down here wants to chime in and maybe give us a different perspective, because I know I'd love to hear it. But me as a kid, the only thing I really remember is like going, like I used to love, like, oh my god, we're going to go to school today, and I'm going to get like a whole bunch of candy. That's what I remember. That's about the
On
only thing that's changed.
Valentine's Day,
I didn't get any candy today. Um, Other than I did get
girl,
graciously
in a perfect world right now,
diamonds.
in a perfect world right now, you know what we would be doing?
What would we be doing?
We'd be headed to Ford, Wyoming Theater to watch a tearjerker movie. And when I say Ford, Wyoming, it is because it is literally the last drive-in in Wayne County.
Oh, okay.
I'm old school like that. I will put the wine in the cooler, and we're going to the drive-in.
What would you be doing, Andrew, on a perfect Valentine's Day? Or you guys can chime in too. I'll read your comments. I guess I would want to be just, I don't really need like a bunch of stuff, but just a recognition. But that works both ways. I would get up and definitely
Yeah.
do something for my partner.
Okay. Yeah, that does.
And it might not even be anything like huge or whatever. Just, maybe a card or, an extra hug or kiss or whatever is our thing.
How about if you just kiss me and say good morning, I love you? That's all I need.
Well, I hope I'm doing that anyway, but I'm talking about like a new relationships. What about new relationships? Do you hold back on taking them to the theater if it's a first weekend?
Girl, I've been trying to hold back from taking you on a trip.
I've always wanted to go on an Alaskan cruise. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm a Carnival VIP, so don't think I can't make that happen.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know where my DMs are at. Cold Hearted down here. Cold Hearted, how old are you, by the way? He said, dinner, movie, and a gift of recognition. Recognition that is for women. I mean, for me in particular, I guess I can't speak for all women. That's huge. And appreciation.
Dude,
He's
I
39.
am literally 23 years older than you.
Then who, me?
So,
or him?
No, the Cold Hearted.
Oh, okay.
So I am the very definition of old school that you're seeing right now. And I will tell you this. This lady would wake up to breakfast in bed. Only because this is a different day. That doesn't mean she can't get it every morning, but this would be a special breakfast in bed. I would make it with like a ham and cheese or a southwestern omelet.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
And you got sausage and bacon on the side. You got all that. You got orange juice. You got coffee. Because I mean, what is the real love language of people?
Isn't it different for everybody? Doesn't everybody have a different love language?
No, the basic.
Hold on a minute. Hey, no. Let her do her thing. Let her do her thing. No, someone was driving by and they must have hit something in the road. It sounded like someone like hit something. I don't know.
You want to know? I mean, to me, and it's just to me, what the first proof of love is.
What's that?
Learning how your mate likes their coffee.
Oh. How would you? This is gonna sound crazy. How would you assume I like my coffee?
I would say cream and 2 sugars.
Okay.
Am I right?
No. I like it straight like I like it straight like I like my men. Straight black.
So you like your coffee the same way you would love me, strong, black, and sweet.
Yes, exactly.
So I might have to put 2 sugars in your coffee.
A little bit. I don't like the sugar. I don't like the sugar sitting on my teeth. I hate that.
Oh, believe me, after the first morning kiss, the sugar will no longer be on your teeth.
Andrew, how do you like your coffee?
Did you forget that part? Apparently you did because you're blushing now.
Listen, there's a lot of things I have to remember throughout the day, so I try. I do my best. Oh, Andrew doesn't drink
You know
coffee. Do you
what?
drink tea?
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I love the fact that I do actually do have the ability to make you blush.
This is it's a well, thank you. Thank you very much. In my Elvis voice.
Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Do
Uh,
you know that Graceland is literally across the street from a Piggly Wiggly?
what is it?
Graceland is literally across the street from a Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought only Piggly Wigglies were down in like Georgia and Florida.
They're in Memphis too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were oh, they were just down. I don't know. I was actually born in
No,
Florida, so that's why I semi knew that.
yeah, they're southeastern, and you know it's like if you went up north, what would it be? AMP, Kroger.
Kroger. I have Kroger, Acme, Giant Eagle, Marks.
Yeah,
I just go to Walmart.
but see, I remember being at a family reunion in Memphis and when trying to find a Piggly Wiggly so I could get some damn crown.
Oh, do they sell liquor there? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, girl, you get in the Midwest and yeah,
Well, I need to move there then.
yeah, you get to like the Midwest and the Mid South, and yeah, they sell liquor in the grocery stores.
Yes, it's a Piggly Wiggly. One of my streamers, one of my people that I stream with. I don't think they've ever heard of a Piggly Wiggly, as we don't have those up here. So, um, might be a funny name to some people. Um,
I mean, the funny part for me was that was literally a running punchline for like the next 2 years because we were at her family reunion
mm-hmm.
and we were on our way home from Bill Street, but we wanted to get something to drink before we got back to the hotel. So the running punchline for the next 2 years was, I'm just trying to find a Piggly Wiggly.
That is hilarious, considering. Well, you can't even say that now. Someone might get offended. I'm surprised they still have the name. Michael, that's a good question. How about not knowing what you have until it's gone?
Michael, to tell you the honest truth, that could be considered the largest pain that you could actually feel. And that pain would be the realization after it's gone.
Well, now let me, because I want to look at this in a different perspective because, I was heartbroken when my ex left, but I mean, I still am heartbroken. But in the same sense, like, I knew what I had. I felt like he didn't know what I was capable
What
of.
he had, what he had.
And he literally I allowed myself to change due to circumstances and things that were going on in my life at the time. But he wasn't patient. I feel like he wasn't patient, and he didn't do his own duty by sticking by me through thick and thin, because when I met him, I was on top. And by the time I left him, well, he left me, I had absolutely nothing. So I feel like he just left me during the worst time. So that kind of can work both ways. Oh, we lost you. We lost you. We can't hear you. All right, we're adding someone on to the stream. Black King. Hey, Black. Can I can't hear either one of you guys. can't. I don't know why, but I lost sound. I lost sound on both of you. I can't hear you. Can Can you talk? I cannot hear either one. Can you guys hear both of us? I can't. I can't. I can't hear. All right. All right. Try to get back in because I couldn't hear either one of you guys. So Black King is actually Andrew, who is watching from the YouTube channel. All right. Can I hear you now? Nope. I still cannot hear you. Mm-mm. I can't hear anything. That's so strange how it was working 1 second and now it's not. Ooh, let me do that. I don't know what would have changed. Live listen. Why is it doing that? Phone, headphone. Okay, hold on. Let me. Well, then they can't hear. So hold on. Volume. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm coming right back. Jesus. All right, let's do this. And sorry, you guys, for making you guys wait. Hopefully this works. Stoner, welcome. Black King, want to try again? I can hear you now. I don't know what that was. That was awful.
That's all right.
So let's see if we can see. And I exited out of the app and everything. I was just like, screw this. Let's just try something real quick. So how have you been?
Working hard, that's all. Working hard.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, I'm always working. Ain't nothing new.
Yeah, I haven't seen you around lately.
Because I've been working like a damn slave, but it's all right.
Oh,
it's
man.
Gonna pay off.
Well, I haven't seen anything, so
Yeah, I know. How's your platforms going along?
pretty good. I mean, it's not like any big, you know, nothing crazy has happened. Well, I mean, lots of stuff is crazy happened. What we're talking about. But nothing like too, you know, crazy. Right.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. I understand.
So I don't know if he's coming back.
All right. So what was the topic? I'm sorry.
So the topic was, how do you feel like love has changed over the years?
You know, it hasn't changed at all. Love hasn't changed. People change. It's a
love. People change. That's a good one.
You can't look at love for what it, if you look at love for the word it is, it hasn't changed. It's the dynamic of people. People change.
Yep.
People don't see love the way you see love. People don't look at it from your perspective. And that's where the conflict's going to kick in because they don't see it on the same, you're not on the same level.
Right.
So when you're not on the same level with love, it's kind of hard to say, tell someone, hey, I want to be a part of your life. I want to love you. And your love is different from theirs. It's not, he said he's back. It's not on the same level.
Right.
Actually, what he is speaking is absolute truth.
Yes, I agree.
You can't predict that. So you can't really say love hasn't changed at all. No, love hasn't changed. It's a generation. Can you go back 30, 40 years ago? Go back 30, 40 years ago. Look at the relationship then and then look at it now. It's like looking at oil and water. It's totally different. It's not the same.
Okay, I'll give you two examples. Just from the last 20 years. Look at George and Laura.
Who?
George loved Laura Bush's dirty drawers. And you could tell it. The way he approached her, the way he looked at her, the way he talked to her, the way he held her. And the even better example is Barack and Michelle. That was the epitome of love.
Mm-hmm. But that's just from the public eye. And imagine those relationships behind closed doors.
No, but I'm gonna tell you something. The way Barack looked at Michelle, the way Barack touches Michelle,
like she's worth it. No, he that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine that? That's just for the public eye. Like that was just in public. Imagine behind.
See, here's my thing. That was not for public consumption.
No. That's not what I meant. Like people we don't know their whole relationship. We only see what we see from outside. Like we only see what they show. I said if he does that now, I can imagine what he does behind closed doors when no one's around. Like he must show major affection to her when they're not around. Like that's what I'm saying. He must go beyond and beyond for her. Because according to his biography, she was there when he had nothing. Like
nothing.
Like
absolutely
he was
nothing.
His biography said when he was going to law school, when he was putting himself to law school, she was the breadwinner for a minute. Like I read his biography. He was broke. When I say he was the definition of poor. Like he defined that. Like he was like, yeah, I was poor. There was no denying that.
There's one thing that I know about that relationship. Just what I have surmised from what I have seen. Barack will walk through fire for Michelle. And you know what?
But that's what you want. You want that.
I ain't mad at it because you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm going to love me like that. Okay.
Yeah, but love like that.
I want somebody to walk through a wall. I want somebody to walk through a wall for me. I want somebody to walk through a wall of fire for me. Because you know what? That's what I'm going to give.
Well, what did you guys ever fear that some women, like back in your guys' younger days, did you guys ever feel like women were damaged? Or is that a new thing?
No, a damaged woman can be fixed. A damaged woman can be fixed. If you come at her correctly, she can be fixed. But if you come the wrong direction, it's gonna hurt her more because she's gonna throw her past at. She's gonna use her past as an scapegoat. So it depends on how you approach. If a woman's been damaged, you have to approach gently because you can't approach with the aggressive. Okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. She's gonna look at it as you trying to take over. You can't come with that mindset. Okay. You have to come with an equal term on what's going on with her lifestyle. First, understand that. That's just. I mean,
do you feel
now? Here's where we might differ because, how do I explain this properly?
No, don't explain properly. Just say it.
No, I don't want to fix you. Don't get me wrong. I do want to reestablish the trust that we're going to have for our relationship to evolve. But, I mean, I am not Mr. Fix It.
I agree.
So, I mean, I want you to let me know where you are while I'm letting you know where I am and see where we can find common ground in the middle.
Do you feel like a man can be damaged and fixed?
Oh God, we damaged too.
I am destroyed. I am destroyed. I
was getting ready to use the F word. I was just saying we are screwed up too. I have to remember that I'm on your YouTube and not on your regular live, so I can't use words that I would normally use on your regular live.
So we're bringing in Toxic here, Petty Toxic Pants. That's a good name.
Okay, come on in.
I think he's going to give us a totally different perspective because he's I believe he's younger than me.
Okay, so you asked us, can a man be? Is a broken man, can he be fixed? Mm-hmm. That's up to him. A man that's broken, he has to fix himself. He can't.
Okay, that part.
So why don't we? So why do you feel like? So wait. Well, what about women? You feel like a man should fix her, or do you feel like she should fix herself, or both?
No. I mean, all I can do is
provide protection.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jay. Let me get this out.
Okay.
All I can do is provide an environment that nurtures you and hope that with my love and that nurturing environment that you can heal yourself. I can't fix you.
Real shit. I'm gonna come up with what he said. You can't fix no woman. Same thing with a man. You gotta love yourself first before you ever love somebody else. So if you come into a relationship broken, all that brokenness is gonna affect your relationship. So if you ain't loving yourself first, it ain't never gonna work with nobody.
So let me ask you this: Can I come in real quick? So let me ask this. So some may say I'm broken because I've went through a lot of stuff since my breakup. But where do we say, like, are we going to trust her when she says she's not, or are we listening to those signals? Where would you guys draw the line?
It's the same thing I said to you earlier. Love is a gamble. You gotta take a gamble. You want it, you're gonna take a gamble. You ain't got no choice.
All right, Kevin Gates.
You're gonna take a gamble. That's a given. Life is a gamble all the way across the board. If you're not willing to take a risk, don't do it. Like, people who, don't get me wrong, I understand people are cautious. You're gonna be cautious. I get it. I totally understand that. But you cautious doesn't help your situation. You have to take a gamble. You're not guaranteed of a tomorrow. So why would you want to? No, I'm going to take a gamble. If I'm going to gamble, I'm gambling 100% on the table, all in. Win or go. Either I win big or go home. That's my two options. Failure is something I don't want, so I'm going to win. And I'm going to do everything in my power.
I'm going to do it this way. Because, we share the same DJ blood. So I want to take you back to 1983 and the Jets. And that's a group from Tonga. I am more than willing to jump off the cliff. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you this song. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me now, I'm falling. That's the Jets from 1980. It's like he know that song. That's like
that's old. That's an
old school from 1983.
That's an old song. Yes, that's an old song.
And that group
I have that on
American.
I have that on my playlist. Yeah, I have that on my playlist. That's an old song.
For real.
Yeah, that's an old song.
You got the Jets on your playlist?
I'm very diverse in my music.
I really know you old school now. If you got the Jets on your playlist.
I am very diverse. I have nothing.
And she's sitting there and looking at both of us like, okay, what freaking song are you guys talking about?
No, I was just thinking about this cookie I'm about to eat right now.
No, like seriously, that's like going bungee jumping. Like people be afraid to go bungee jumping, but once you do it, it's easy.
I haven't bungee jumped. It's fun. It's really fun.
Number one, I used to jump out of airplanes for a living.
Yeah, I had skydive. That shit was fun as hell.
Number two, zip lining is my favorite new sport.
That's the thing.
Like I am not gonna lie to you. There is no way that I'm getting ready to strap a rubber band around my butt and jump off a bridge.
No, I get it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No,
I bungee jump.
I would zip line anywhere you want to go.
But put like this though, at the end of the day, it's a risk. It's your deal. It's something you take the choice. But whenever you take a choice, you're gonna go 100% on it. You're not gonna go half-ass on the shit. You're gonna go. Sorry for cursing. I apologize. You're not gonna go half on it. Like you're gonna go all the way in. It's you as a person. Definitely, the older you are, the more you're putting the risk at. Like I'm gonna put 100% into it. I don't have time.
Literally, my job used to be in my life to jump out of airplanes and take off.
Yeah, I heard you earlier about that. Yeah, I don't think, like Lily, I don't think anyone in the world would say they're not gonna take a risk. When it comes to love is a risk. You're gonna take a gamble with it. It's just you. I don't see any option of that.
You know what? Falling in love is literally like bungee jumping off of a bridge.
What is?
Because how do I know that she's gonna catch me when I fall?
I ain't catching nobody, honey. I got a bad back.
Gives a crap enough. How do I even know that she's gonna give a crap enough to want to catch me?
True.
And that's the risk.
See, that's what's in declaration. Now, did you know it's messed up? Because
I mean, we're still
women these days,
metaphorically, but still,
you can't express your feelings. You can't.
Why not?
Yeah, women. Well, listen, women these days, you can't express your feelings to them anymore because they turn it against you. They turn it into an argument. There's no talking. You know what I mean? It's hard to be a man. You know. So what we do, we shut down, and then they wondering what's going on, and blaming you for how shit is. You know, it's hard. It's hard out here to be a man. You know, it's easier to be a woman because y'all don't get blamed for that.
Says the man. Says the man. You don't know what's easier for us.
Baby, what? No, I'm not saying it's easier for you.
No, I said you don't know. You said it's easier to be a woman, right?
No.
Says the man.
No. What I'm saying is you don't understand how much more difficult it is to be a man now than it was when I was a younger kid.
Never been a man, so no.
You don't understand that part. And that's
what up, excuses?
I mean, because And it's funny because that's why I chose the topic. Dating today is different than dating was.
Yeah, I might say it's not the same.
30 years ago,
not the
40
same.
years ago.
Because courtship would be you bring the girl over to the crib, go meet the parents, introduce yourself. You do all that before you even walk out the door. Like, they don't do none of that no more. It's more of, I see you, let's hang out, hit it, and bounce.
They don't court.
They don't
court.
Yeah, they don't do that, no.
Date. They just meet up, hook up. They don't court.
Yeah, remember back then, you used to knock on the door, introduce yourself to the parents, tell them where you're going, bring back her, hang out. You don't do that no more.
And bring her back at a certain hour. Okay.
Yeah, you don't do that no more. No, you don't do that no more.
Now, see, I wanted to ask him a question. He says connection it won't stay. Well, you can type it. I asked earlier, and I don't know if you heard me, about, what was it, you guys? I'm sorry. I had that big ass bite. The friend with benefits thing. Like, nowadays, I'm hearing I want to start off with being friends, but then the expectation is, oh, I see you about 2 weeks, and I bend you over, and I'll call you in another 2 weeks. It's what I've experienced. So why do you think that is? And how do you feel about that? Because obviously you don't want to rush into a relationship. I want his. But see, I heard you guys. I want his opinion on it since he's younger. Which, by the way, how old are you?
Oh, man.
No, toxic.
I'm only 41.
You're 21. I'm 62.
I'm not 21. I'm 41, and I wish I was 20. Man, if I was 21.
35.
Oh, Jesus, praise the Lord.
So he's an 80s baby.
21. If I was 21. Oh,
bro, when I was 21, I was on the other side of the world. Okay.
Man, when I was 21. Oh, man.
Well, I had 2 toddlers, so.
I can tell you exactly where I was. I was 21. I was in college. I know where I was. I would love to go back to that day.
Let me think. What was
I can tell you exactly where I was. 21, college.
I was either in Japan, Guam, or Singapore when I was 21. Because that would have been 1982. I was probably on my honeymoon with my first wife. And I was probably in Singapore.
So the question is, what do you do? Friends? What is the end game of friend with benefits?
There's no such thing as a friend with benefits nowadays. My definition of a friend with benefit is someone I can kick it with and be me without judgment. Are you sleeping with this person?
Are you?
Me? No, I was asking him, like, are you sleeping, this person you speak of, are you sleeping with them? Not like now, just like in general. Like, is that an okay thing or no?
No, I don't think so. Because once you become intimate, that's a relationship. There's no point of that, right? There's no point in giving yourself up to someone and there's no relationship there. That's stupid. There's no point of that.
I really want some tacos.
And I have a great number of friends, a great number of which are female. I have never slept with any of my friends.
I'm about to say, yeah, so have I. I have female friends I knew for years, and never. I mean, the closest physical contact I had with them was a hug.
So let me get this right.
Anything beyond that, nah, can't do it.
So basically he's saying yes, right? Or am I reading that wrong?
No, I'm saying
No. His response was it's benefits of a relationship without the title. So basically he is sleeping with these I didn't even read these other ones. All right, without judgment. Don't necessarily have to sleep with them. The benefits of a relationship without the title.
And mind you, there are friends that I have literally slept with and not slept with, if you understand what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. In other words, he's saying he had a friend he could lay in the bed with him without even having any sexual contact with him.
I see.
They could just hold him and go to sleep. That's not the same. That's what he means by that. Yeah, that's not the. That's what I'm saying. You could, and anyone that understands that would be like, okay, that's a good thing, right? That's a cool ass friend. But a lot of people understand females have their emotions are there. Once you become intimate with a female, how
oh hell no! Now hold on, don't speak for all of us now. I just had someone today during my stream. They wanted me to get off the stream to message them. Now I met this person a long time ago, and I ended up meeting back up with them. I don't know, maybe 5 weeks ago. And back then he really wanted a relationship, but he was moving to Texas. This time he really wanted a relationship. Left, and I didn't hear from him until today. So he said he's coming over. He said, "End your live stream. I'm on my way over." I said, "No, the fuck you're not. No, you're not." I said, "I never want to see you again. I don't have no feelings for that man." He showed his cards, and that was that.
I'm a hoe.
Huh?
For real.
Who's a hoe?
I can't.
You call me a hoe?
Oh God!
No, he's calling himself.
I got a phone call.
He called himself that.
Did he go? Oh.
He called himself that.
I was about to say.
No, he's talking to us. That's why I started laughing. He's talking about himself.
Oh, okay. I'd be like, hold on now.
No,
I have hoe tendencies.
No, don't get me wrong. A lot of females don't get their feelings attached to it, but majority of females are emotional creatures. Their emotions are going to show.
You know what I want? You know what I want, and I would respect way more? How many men, and this is why I gave up on dating, how many men have sat up here and told me, "Oh, I want a relationship," telling me everything I want to hear, and then doing the opposite, fucking me, and then never calling me again, or calling me in 2 weeks when they want to do it again. Now, I have hoe tendencies. I have hoe tendencies. I was probably going to sleep with you anyway, regardless. But now I don't want to sleep with you no more because you done lied to me. You're a snake. Like, I want to sleep with somebody just as bad as...
That's the thing. The feeling someone give off to you, you're going to react to that feeling. You're going to react to that. That's an emotional attack thing. If someone come off to you like, "Hey, I want to do this in third," and then do a 180 on you, you're going by the 180 spin. You're not going by the first reaction. When you ever meet someone for the first time, you meet the representative. You're not meeting the real person. You meet the representative. The real person's in the background. You don't know nothing about. You have to break that character. Some people don't understand how to break those characters in. Like, yeah, what? You want to do this? Like, no, I don't do this in third. No, I don't. Like I said to you many times, if me and you would hang out, I would just come hang out with you just to hang out with you.
And you know what, Brady? I was hanging out with someone earlier today. I let them know up front, this is not a hookup. Please do not come over if that's what your expectations are. No, we don't need to do none of that, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, one thing, like, I am really hands-on. I'm really touchy-feely, but not the first time I'm meeting you. And I hope this person takes this, if he is in the stream. It's really hard for me to say no, especially, like, it makes you uncomfortable. To have to tell someone, to stop. It's uncomfortable. And, he did ask. He asked if he could touch my back. I wanted to say no. But I'm like, no, it's okay, And then he's, like, hugging me and, like, try to kiss me. And I don't know. That's just, it's like you're forcing me. Like, I understand that's something you want to do, like, but can't you guys feel, like, a body language at least? Like,
no, I don't know. They can. Some guys don't. Some guys approach with the attitude, with their attention. They don't care. They're gonna get what they want at the end of the day.
I mean, he was very polite. Don't get me wrong. He was polite, and maybe he was maybe I was giving mixed signals, but I didn't like it. I'll be honest. I didn't like it.
No, you don't give. You don't give. When people say they give out mixed signals, it's not. You're not giving out mixed signals. You're giving the person the intention, like, hey, they want one thing, and then when they see something different, they go by what they see. Not what they heard.
Wait, say that again? You know I'm a little...
When someone give you mixed signals,
Uh-huh.
they not go by what you say, they go by what they see. So what you're saying is one thing, your body language is saying something different. So they're going by what the body language is saying.
Oh. Okay, I think my body language was saying no.
Okay, say like, just like you were saying, he wanted to rub their back. You wanted to say no, but then you agreed to it. Like,
I didn't, I mean, yeah, but like, I'm not like, okay, yeah, here, yeah. You know, like.
No, I know what you meant. I'm just saying, he's going by, when he rubbed the back, he's going by that attention. Okay, if I get this, I'm going to.
I enabled the behavior. Well, before any of that was even said or done, the first thing that really made me feel uncomfortable was I was reading one of my poems, and because he's a writer, and I love sharing my poetry, and he said, "Oh my God, like that just got my dick hard. Look," and I'm like,
seriously,
like I don't.
Oh wow.
I didn't even know what to say. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, good job, poem. Good job. Like, that is so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I mean, what if you're really having honest to God, okay, answer this truthfully, please. Petty, answer this truthfully. You just meet a girl. You're sitting down with her, you're having a normal, regular, non-sexual conversation. And all of a sudden, she looks at you and she goes, you know, when you were talking about, you know, that apple you ate earlier, that it just made my pussy wet. Like, is that not weird to you guys?
That's a red flag. That means they can't. But same thing as Pretty said, they already made up their mind when they walked in the door. They already made up their mind what they wanted. They just had they were just trying to find little ways to get around it.
And I felt that. I felt that energy when he asked me if he could touch my back. He wanted to know, like, how far can he go? And then I started crying during one of my poems, and I got up because I didn't want him to console me. And he got up. Sorry, that was actually him trying to call me. So, so and he got up, and then he consoled me, and I'm thinking like what more can I do to like other than, because you know you've seen me get mad. I don't want to get to that point in person because that could go like one or two ways. Someone's dying or someone's going to jail.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both. There's no fourth option or both.
I mean, I really hope that what, you know, if he is listening, I didn't mean to put you on blast. I didn't put your name out there, so that's good. No, that it did. It made me feel uncomfortable, and maybe I should have been more honest, but I just felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel comfortable enough to tell you I'm uncomfortable. And I think like it really that should be in a women's. I think it should be in her ball field. Like, don't ask the woman, can you touch her? Wait for her to like give you the signals. If I'm sitting there and I'm rubbing your knee or like whatever, like those are signals.
Well, I know you are. I know you're a very effective person. I know you are. But some guys don't know that you're a very effective person. And it depends on the guy too.
Hey, I'm in the middle of a YouTube thing. I can't talk on the phone. All right. Sorry about that. I just said I'm in the middle of streaming. I'll tell you back later.
It all depends on the chemistry when you meet someone. It all depends on the chemistry.
Don't women follow that same thing? Are you saying like in the way that I was uncomfortable? Like, do women do that to you guys?
Oh yeah, I have females touch me and I get uncomfortable real quick, but I shut it down though.
Get out of here! You guys are men. You guys are like walking hornballs.
That doesn't mean you can't respect me either. I don't want to be disrespected.
No, you guys want to be disrespected sexually. I have learned this within the last month.
Well, that's them lame ass motherfuckers you fuck with. Type of person, those people you talk to.
Hey, I talked to you too. Hold on a minute. I talked to you too.
I never had anyone be disrespectful to me. I don't like that. That's not a character.
I've never done that, but
I know. I'm just saying in general perspective. My respect is my major factor of myself, but I'm not going to.
So really, it would make you guys uncomfortable.
I had a female. I can tell you now. I had a female here a couple of weeks ago. She was like, "I'm come hang out with you since I'm like, I got you." She said no sexual contact. I'm like, "All right." So we sit on the couch chilling, watching a movie. She was like, "Oh, do you mind we cuddle?" What is your definition? My definition of color is not the same thing as yours. So what is your definition of color? I just want to hold each other, watch TV. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Next thing you know, she's like, well, you want to go lay in the bed? No, we're going to sit out here. I mean, soon you made one decision. You can't tell me one thing and then come here and do a whole different process. I seen that from the gate. Nah, you're not doing that. You're good. No, just sit in the room. I don't need that.
Now, I was talking to a gentleman last night, and he was telling me that he had already set boundaries with this particular female, and that they were just going to be friends. They weren't going to be fucking. He's actually celibate. He's been celibate for 1.5 years. Whether or not I believe that or not, will remain in my head. But he said they were laying in bed watching a movie. He asked her if she wanted to come over and watch a movie or two. And they're laying in his bedroom in his bed. And she got a little frisky with him, and he had to like, yo, didn't we? And I guess she got mad. And I looked at him and I said, I'd probably be a little mad too. You're setting me up in a bedroom, in like under the covers. To me, that's telling me like, I'm about to get my fuck on. Let's go. Like, I'd be mad too. And then he said that she stayed. After, he told her what he told her, she stayed. And I said, oh, that can never be me. I'm going home to go get my rose. I'm already wet and shit, thinking that we're going to do something. And now you're telling me no? He said there's a Walmart across the street. You could just go get another one for $24.99. I said, no, I like mine. Thank you very much. It's seasoned.
Well, listen, like, you're not. Well, every guy may feel different.
Yes. Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on. He said, typical. You don't get your way and you get mad. But you set me up for that. Did you not? Not you in particular, but the situation.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That was an inappropriate situation. Like, I wouldn't have been mad at her. Fuck, I might have probably just laid it on her anyway, just because I fucked up.
True. I try not to put myself in those situations. So no.
Look, I told Charles not to cuss it. I'm over here.
But I agree, though. Yeah, you can't set up the situation and then get mad when
exactly.
The situation better. Like, nah, that's what I said earlier. When I have my homegirl help, nah, we're not going to my room. Like, because I already know when we go in the room, I already know what that's going to lead to. I have that feeling for that already. So to avoid that whole situation, don't put yourself in that situation in general. Like, I would never come over to your crib and you're like, okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to spend the night. I would never have that tension of me sleeping in the room with you, knowing that there's something's going to happen. That's a given.
See, I say what I mean and mean what I say. And when I say this is not a hookup,
it's not a hookup.
It's not a hookup. Like, we're coming over. You're coming over to chill. I might read some poetry. I might sing you some songs off tune. I might even rap for you for a little bit. But nothing's going inside of me in any of my holes. Period.
I agree.
I agree. And another thing that I cannot stand, that I have found in many men, is when I say, hey, this is not a hookup, and just to let you know, and they're like, well, who mentioned a hookup? Do you know how many men I have told it to and who have just assumed that it still was a hookup? So yes, I do add that on. Don't get mad at the girl, because when you get mad at me because I'm saying to you, hey, just to let you know this is not a hookup, that's confirming that that's exactly what you thought it was. And you don't want to look like an ass. So you're going to make me look like the bad guy. for bringing it up.
Remember, you don't live far from me, so you only about a 30-minute drive. So
Right.
I would never think that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, no, I have. I've had someone literally when I told them, Trig, I've had a gentleman call me and we were going to hook up. It was like nothing sexual, just hang out.
Situation.
And before he came over, I said, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm not down to like I'm not DTF, okay?" And he got like belligerent, like saying, you know, I'm like every other female, and how dare I classify him with everybody else, blah blah. But honey, if you were in my shoes and have seen and heard the things that I have seen and heard, and honey, if I never see another penis again, I will be fine with that. You wouldn't be mad at me. Why would you even get mad? Just brush it off. Say, oh, okay, yeah, cool, no problem. Instead of getting belligerent at me is telling me that's exactly what you were intending on doing when you got here. And now you don't want to look like an ass because that is really what you were thinking. And you really don't want to come now because I laid it down. So you make me look like an idiot, or try to anyway. Don't work on me. But am I right or am I wrong? Because it's kind of like reverse psychology.
No, you're right for that, because at the end of the day, it's your respected boundaries. If they can't respect that, then what's the point of being around? Right.
Like last night, and where's Creepy Pants? What the hell is his name? Petty Pants. He was, well, we weren't together, but we were on the phone together on FaceTime when I got a call from somebody who has been asking me for like days, like to text him. And I finally gave him a shot, and I texted him, and his first thing he says to me was, can I send you some nudes? And I said, absolutely not. I said, please don't. That is my biggest pet peeve. But thank you for asking. And then he said he wanted to get to know me. And so throughout the day, he was asking me like different questions and stuff. And he said he was going to drop me off some food last night because he works at a restaurant. Now, before he said he's going to come at 10 o'clock. Well, a little after 10, he gets off at 10. I texted him at 9:59. I said, hey, if you're still down for coming over or whatever to drop off that food, I don't know what happened to him. Do you mind picking up some cigarettes for me? And he's like, yeah, no problem. So he calls me when he gets to the gas. He goes, I'm leaving now. Then he calls me like 15 minutes later, and he tells me that he's at the gas station and if I need anything else. And I said, no. He goes, okay, I'm about 10 minutes down the road. Now that was at like 10:40. At 11, I'm streaming, so I'm not really paying attention. At 11:30, I look, I'm like, God damn, I'm hungry. Where's my food at? It's 11:30. What happened to this man? So I call him. He answers the phone, but he's not on the phone. I could hear TV in the background, so I know he's not like driving. He's at home watching TV. So I'm like, okay. And then it hangs up. No one says anything. So I'm like, okay, well, let me do it with my text me now number. It rings. And then I tried again with my phone, and he had blocked me. Now, you went through all that trouble to tell me you're going to give me cigarettes. You're at the gas station. Do I need anything else? To block me and not come see me? Like, what's going on with that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
See? Strange. I don't get it.
Because you killed the attention. He wanted one thing, so you put that. So you put it.
Wait, let me back up because I forgot one key thing which Petty Toxic brought up to me yesterday when we were talking about it. When he was at the gas station, I told him, this was my first time telling him. Well, first I told him I didn't want nudes. That was the first message that I got from him was, can I send you a nude? When he was at the gas station, I said, hey, just to let you know, this isn't a hookup. Like, I hope you know that. And his response was, And who said anything about wanting to do that? And I'm just sitting back like, we all know that you were. Come on now. Everyone fantasizes about bending me over. Come on, stop. I'm not conceited or anything, just a little bit.
That's fine.
But that's when he stopped communicating with me. So then that tells me that's exactly. Now he doesn't even want to get to know me for real. He wants to get to know my pussy.
That's what I'm saying. You put an end to that. Once you tell someone, okay, we're not going to do this, and you put your foot down in the situation, I guarantee you a lot of people, well, we can't do that. Okay, I can't talk to you.
So why does it seem like so many men out here nowadays, that's all they don't want to get to know me. They want to get to know
what you're giving.
Right.
Because
why is one better than the other?
A notch under the belt. Some guys feel like it's a notch under the belt.
A notch in their belt? You know how many people will probably laugh at them and be like, she wouldn't sleep with you. Because I probably wouldn't. I really just wanted some free food.
If you look at it from...
And some company.
Like, every guy is different. So I'm not going to say every man thinks the same. But majority of the guys you talk to, majority of the guys that try to talk to you, 9 out of 10 times, that's what... Like, you rarely catch a guy who actually wants to just have a decent conversation with you. Like, trying to be like, it's not to be an asshole, but like, it's legit.
And that sucks
and
because...
like I said to you, but like I told you many times, your mind is not here. Your mind is here. It's way up there. It's not on the same level as a lot of people. The way you conversate, you don't conversate on the level where, oh yeah, no, you conversate with the intelligence behind it and the mature level that comes with that.
So isn't that even more appealing? Wouldn't that be even more appealing?
True. That's to a guy who wants to pay attention to that. Some guys don't want to pay attention to that. Some guys look beyond that. Some guys don't see that. That's why I said when me and you talk, I'm like, yeah, your fucking mind is fucking amazing. Like, fuck the bullshit. That mind is amazing. And I made that very clear to you. Then when you say you need it, like, I never once looked at you as that person. I always like, your mind is fucking amazing. Like, I always tell you that all the time.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's there. Like, if any grown ass man can see that, yeah, that's wifey material. Like I told you many times, you're a very rare breed.
Even dude that was over here tonight that I felt was a little too pushy. I read him every single poem that I have, and I have a ton. And he was genuinely, at least I felt he was genuine. He said, dude, like you're a rapper. Like the shit you be putting in here, he was extremely impressed. And I would have thought that might have swayed him to maybe fall back a little bit. Because even in my poetry, you could tell I'm hurting. I don't want some man on top of me when I'm sitting here crying about my ex still.
No, that's the thing. Your mind, as I said to you at the time, the way, even when me and you talk, like I always tell you, your mind is something that a lot of people don't see. You're very rare. It's not a bad thing at all. It's actually pretty fucking awesome. As I said, me and you can sit on the couch and talk about everything and not have no physical contact because your mind is so blown. I'm like, oh shit, so we can talk about this, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Oh, so what? You'll give your insight and your input on everything that's going on. Why would not men? A lot of men don't want that because they're afraid of that. Like, okay, yeah, she's too much right now. Oh, she's not the type of woman I want. Some guys just want to hit it and quit. That's all they want.
And so, do you guys have no control? Like, okay, say a man does see that in me. Say you see that in me, and you meet me. Do you not have enough control to say, hey, I'm really not gonna, like, even if she wants me to, I don't want to because I really want to get to know her because that's gonna come later, and it's gonna be better because our connection is gonna be even deeper.
The more you communicate with someone on that mindset, the physical contact is fucking amazing, but you have to really push yourself to put it on that level that you want just a mental connection. That connection is unbreakable. Once you have that connection, it's unbreakable. anything falls after anything you want after with that person is amazing. But that's if you meet that person on that level that wants that with you. That's where the problem kicks in.
So where do these men where do these men exist?
I can't fuck with you.
Like where are they down there with like the Little Mermaid and shit?
I would beat your ass. I can't fuck with you.
Like seriously, like where are they at? Because I've been on POF, I've been on Meet Me, I've been on Harmony.com, Christian Mingle.
I got banned from Meet Me. I only have my POF account, and I'm not even get on that. No
I take that back. There has been one man that I can honestly say where I did not feel uncomfortable, not one moment of my time with him. We ended up sleeping in the same bed without doing anything sexual with.
You told me about it. You told me about it.
And
this how you don't mean you communicate. This how we talk. You told me about it.
And it was great.
It was like, yeah, he came. You was like, yeah, he came over. We sat on the couch, and it was amazing. There was nothing physical, nothing like that. It was just straight.
And no, he didn't ask to touch my back or try to kiss me. None of that.
You told me that.
But he works a ton though. He works like too much. And I can be a little needy sometimes.
And that's understandable. That's understandable. But at the same time, you have to look at it for what it is. A lot of men that are on that level, their mindset is, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get back on my feet. They focus on that. So when you meet someone who's on that level, all you can do is encourage that. Like, go to work. Go do what you gotta do. I'll be that person who stays there and wait. It's a patient game. It's more of a patient game. It's a patience.
Right.
It all depends on you. That all depends on you. If you think it's worth the wait, fucking wait.
I mean, I do want to wait. He just works a fucking ton, and I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm too good to. I'm not too good for him. I just feel like I should be. Like I'm up there. Does that make sense? Like we're both up there. We're both up there.
Here's the question: how often does he communicate with you?
Every day.
Like how long though? Like how long are the conversations? Are they brief conversations? Like a brief conversation to me is like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's brief conversation, but again, he works a lot.
How much does he work within a week? Like
every day until about 7 o'clock.
Until what time?
Till about 7. He doesn't get home till about 8. And then he has full custody of his child. So like he gets home and has to take care of them. So I get it. But
true, but at the same time period, if he's trying to court you into his life, he has to include that you are part of that. So he has to make that time because no one works 24/7. So if he really wants the communication to be there, he'll talk to you more than what he does. Because I can tell you now, if me and you, like I give a perfect example. I work a lot. I work too. I work a lot. I work crazy hours. But at the same time period, what am I doing now? I'm actually spending time talking to you.
Yeah, but you come on now. I haven't seen you since that day I was like super fucked up, and I actually thought I was like in a vault in my OnlyFans thing. For real. I didn't tell you guys that, but I literally, like, when I think about that night, I think of us all like physically being like in a vault in my OnlyFans talking about this motherfucker who wanted BBC worship or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I know we're not going to get into that. We're going to let that ride off in the sunset. Let that ride off in the sunset. No, like I tell people, the reason I work is because I'm by myself. I'm alone. I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do what I got to do to take care of me. Because if I don't, no one's going to be here for that. Even if I had a woman in my life, on my days off, I would go spend time with her. Like, I would spend the whole day with her. His situation, he has kids. So that's very understandable. And
now, his kid is also, like, older. Like, right in the middle of, like, being able to stay home and not stay home, like, for days. I think they're 12 or 13. But then again, I've met 12-year-olds that can stay home for a week and be fine. And I've met 12-year-olds that can't be home for 5 minutes by themselves. So I don't know that capacity of them.
And you don't know the balance. You don't know the balance of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all depends. Like I said, you're talking to you. Every time me and you talk, I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn something new about her today. That's my expectation every time I talk to you. Like pure facts. Every time I talk to you, it's like a learning experience with you. I learn something new from you every day, every time. And it's not a bad thing. It's more of a good thing. Because I'm like, okay, I'm like, definitely. She likes to do this.
I have to. This is about my room for rent, but I'm listening.
Okay, you're renting the room.
I have to. I kicked my roommate out. That funky bitch.
How much you charging for rent?
$600.
To rent your room out?
It's 2 rooms. It's because it's
huh? How much you renting the room out for $600?
Mm-hmm. And it's 2 rooms.
You want a female roommate?
This is not a female roommate, and I don't care because I'm desperate.
I'm asking, will you take it?
Or do they brush their teeth in the morning? Do they wipe their ass? Do they shower? Do they know how to properly wash dishes?
I don't know. I haven't been around her. That's what I'm asking because I have someone looking for her home.
Hold on. Let me. Tenant is TENANT?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's.
What you see behind me looks like
Oh, okay. They want to come look at the room tonight. And so is it appropriate to say, yes, come now, please bring tequila?
And then a male or female come and look at the place. Just ask it.
And then then I get mad because they're like, oh, well, I thought we were hooking up.
don't get that impression. and honestly, tell them no. You don't want to look at it. Tell them to come tomorrow.
Hell no! I need to pay rent tomorrow. No, come. Because I don't have. She didn't pay her half. I have my half. I don't have her half, and I don't have her half plus like my half plus. I need to eat. I need paper towels and shit. My dog needs food. Yeah. And bye. I did ask them to bring tequila, by the way. It doesn't hurt to ask. The worst they could do is say no. Right? Okay. Anyway, so we've actually been on here like a lot longer than we were supposed to. But we also stopped started, a little late. I have. Oh, you do? That's wonderful news. You should just get in the box. I'm also like really hungry. I'm not gonna lie. These frozen dinners, man. They like I can eat like 4 of them. I feel like a man.
My bad is you hear music in the background. I just have to talk the music and shit.
I can hear you.
Can you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't see you though. I was about to say something really ignorant, but I'll just stop.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, you said so. You was about to say something very ignorant.
I said
What did you about to say?
I said I can hear you, but I can't see you. And then I was gonna say something that was gonna sound really ignorant, so I decided not to say it.
I mean, you can barely see me, but
I can see you. I see your locks.
I can drive around like that is illegal.
Huh? Oh, you can't drive around like that.
I
I hear
said
you.
I can't drive like that is illegal.
I hear you. So, did you have anything to add to anything you heard, or?
I mean, so besides working and having a kid, what else do this guy like? What else is like he doing?
Like what is he doing in his like free time, or what do you mean, like with me?
Like, yeah, like just like in general, like he do anything else besides work and take care of his kid?
He goes to school. Like I said, they're very busy, and I get that. I just know how I am, and I'm going to feel neglected. And I don't want to feel like that. Even though I know it's not, I guess I'm being selfish. It's me being selfish.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but see, somebody once told me that it was a female too. This is a long time ago. Like when she understands that her man is busy and she know that he's doing positive shit, she's willing to wait, right?
Okay.
Like, and when I say wait, I mean if that person is gonna make time, that's understandable, you know. Like just as long as they make time for you, that's all that should matter.
I agree, but I guess what I'm saying is like this is like the beginning of like a type of relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, whatever. I don't even know if later on down the road, like that's putting a lot of trust into somebody to be like, hey, I'm gonna rock out with you, and then a year goes by and it's the same shit, and then I'm stuck here like feeling how I knew I was gonna feel and nothing changing, even though I gave you that much trust to, or them, whatever.
That's understandable.
It's a lot to process.
No, and indeed it is. Like I mean, I've been in a similar situation to where, like there was a point in time where I was messing with someone who, worked a lot and had kids.
Okay, so can I pause? I'm so sorry.
In school though.
I'm really
in school though.
Hey, I'm really sorry. Can I pause real quick? I need to ask you guys a question. Totally unrelated.
Yeah.
So I told this person, I said, well, to be honest, I would like $800, which would include $300 for the month of February since it's the middle of the month, and the rest for a security deposit, given how the house was left by the old tenant. Okay, I didn't get a security deposit from her. But I'm willing, whatever you have. Just I'm desperate. Like I need something. Now they said, well, I don't have $800. You didn't say anything about a security deposit the first time we talked. I was under the impression that I was giving you just the rent. Well, they just asked how much the rent was. They didn't ask about a security deposit. But I also want to be nice because I kind of need this guy's money to pay the rent.
Right.
I want to not take, Andrew says, do you want to take the risk? I don't want to take the risk of being kicked out of and not having a home. It's kind of like a double-edged sword here.
That's all. That's all, man. Are you a good judge of character?
I've never met this person. They're from Tagged.
I mean, if you want me to be completely, is it a male or a female?
It's a male, but I don't care because I just need money. I need help.
I understand that, but at the same time, you should care because you know how males are. You know, especially with you being a single female, and like you can't really necessarily trust everybody. If that makes any sense.
Yes, I understand.
Like I just like I'm not telling you what to do because I mean that's at the end of the day it's your decision. But if you do, just be careful because there's a lot of fucking weirdos in this world nowadays.
Oh, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. I had some guy ask me to shit in his mouth. Trust me, I know.
What?
Yes.
The fuck? People are fucking. Oh my god, that is nasty. Like, ugh. The fuck? He trying to have you do 2 girls in a cup on his ass? The fuck type of shit is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's some weird ass shit. Hold on, my bad. I got a chapstick on because my lips been like super fucking dry. Oh man.
So, anyway, back to what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
About
I
this,
lost track of what
about
I was
this
saying.
type of relationship or whatnot.
Yeah. All right. So, I was once in this type of relationship. This person made time for me, but also at the same time, like given the circumstances, I understood where this person was coming from and like everything they was doing. So I tried to be very reasonable, and I just made it like just as long as you made time for me, like, and I know that you're busy and everything. Just as long as you make time for me, and at least talk to me and come see me at least twice a week.
Well, we definitely need to know if this person is any good at what they claim to be good at, too. Nothing.
I didn't hear what you said.
I forgot.
Your phone's going in and out. You say you forgot.
It just slipped right out of my mind. Sorry.
No, you're good. You said something about we gotta see if this person something.
You know what? That even made it more confusing. I have no idea.
But also, I don't know. I mean, I could probably say it's maybe a little bit harder for a single, like you say, he's a single father, right?
And he goes to school, yes, and he works. I mean, like I said, I don't blame. Like I get it. It's just, I'm being selfish. Am I willing to put something that I can never get back, my time, into something that I literally have to give every cent of faith and trust that when things calm down, it's going to be more about me. Especially for a person who says that, he also says that, he's not a really big touchy-feely person, and, I like to feel wanted. It makes me feel terrible about myself. So those are just like things like I think about. Because I don't want another David. I don't want another David.
Maybe that's maybe his love. All right, so he ain't really touchy-feely. So maybe his love language isn't touch, but maybe it's something else that's gonna make you feel wanted. You also gotta take that into consideration too.
Like what though?
Because not everybody is affectionate.
True, But don't you sacrifice? Don't you sacrifice? Not sacrifice. Don't you what's the word? Compromise? No, not compromise. Compensate. Don't you is it compensate? Fuck, what's the word I'm looking for?
Compromise?
Like you, I guess that's the word. Compromise? Like you give a little, take a little?
Yeah, but
like if I hate tomatoes, but if I know my significant other loves tomatoes, I'm gonna buy tomatoes and probably chop them up and put them in a little bag for him. I don't want to fucking do this shit, but I'm gonna do it because I want that person to be happy, and I want them to appreciate me.
That's understandable, but like as far as like a love language, that's kind of like a personality trait, and that's something that you can't expect anybody to change. Like they'll probably try to give you a little bit of that just so you like to make you happy, but you can't expect them to like completely change their personality, you know, because that's when things go sideways. Because then that person would start thinking that you're trying to change them as a person, even though there's nothing really wrong with them. You know, and that's how unhappy relationships and, you know, shit like that, that's how that shit happens, you know?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Just like you said, like, you don't like tomatoes. So here's a question. So you don't like tomatoes, all right? And this person loves tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask you, like, hey, I know you don't like tomatoes, but I want you to eat them with me. You gonna eat tomatoes with them, even though you don't like them?
So I would give them. I would tell them, hey, you know what? I do like tomatoes in like stews or spaghetti or like if they're cooked, I can eat them. So yeah, I can compromise that, and we can work together.
You're kind of missing the whole point there. I'm not talking about like
cooked
tomatoes. I'm talking about raw tomatoes that you don't like.
And I'd say, why the fuck would you want me to do something I don't want to eat?
All right, so like that's just like, you know.
We're talking about tomatoes and like grabbing my titty every once in a while. Like, come on. That's apples and oranges.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that person is gonna grab your titty and shit, and probably hold you and shit. But you know, like after a while, if they're not really affectionate, like yeah, they're gonna do that to make you happy and make you feel good and make sure that you're comfortable. But they're not gonna do it all the time. So I kind of prove both for a point at the same time. If that makes any sense.
You know, now I'm just curious if this person's going to come tonight. I should call him and ask him.
Yeah, you should call him and ask him to see if he's going to come tonight. Because obviously you want to see him.
I mean, yeah.
Like, and I missed the beginning of the conversation while I came in. I got like the last bit of it.
Oh. I don't remember. What did you hear?
I heard something about like sleeping in the bed with you but not touching you.
Oh, because we were talking about like I had a guy come today, that who wanted to meet me. And, you know, I let them know up front that, you know, this wasn't like a hookup thing. Like, we're just going to hang out. And he just made me feel uncomfortable because, you know, he told me up front that he was touchy-feely. And I'm touchy-feely too, but not on the first, like, date or meetup or whatever. And at one point, like, he would grab my hand and, like, force me to hold it. And he asked if he could put his hand like on my back, and I didn't want to say no because I felt uncomfortable, and I should have just said no, but I didn't. So I enabled that behavior, is what someone was saying in the stream. And at one point I was reading one of my poems and I was crying, and I got up specifically because I didn't want him to touch me. And as I turned around, he was right beside me, like hugging me. And I felt really uncomfortable because I got up specifically so this wouldn't happen. And now you're like forcing me to hug you. And then he like forced me to like kiss him. And it was just something I didn't want to do. And like I was even like pulling back and I was asking them, I was like, you guys don't read body language? Or like I don't get it. Like I don't know like what else I was supposed to do. It just felt forced. And I don't want to feel like I'm being forced to do anything. I literally just wanted to hang out and have company because I sit here in this house all the fucking time by myself. And maybe that's the wrong company, but I'm single, shit. And he didn't even bring anything. Now that I think about it, he didn't bring me no Valentine card or no tequila, no chocolate, nothing. Just his greedy hands and his salty lips.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
And that's how this whole conversation started.
Yeah. So then I was like, because I was like, it's almost like every single guy that I meet or whatever, like they do something. They either send me a dick pic or they come over expecting something, and even though I come blatantly and say, we are not fucking, hello. And then I said, well, except for one person actually. And that's when that's when you started listening. Because I said, they came over and Andrew, who was in the box over here, he's like, oh yeah, you told me about this guy. Yeah. You said everything was great. I was like, yeah, it was, because finally I didn't feel like uncomfortable. This person didn't make me feel uncomfortable in any type of way. If anything, I wanted them to fucking touch me, but they didn't. But yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not interesting, because I mean, it's interesting, but like as far as like you saying like guys be expecting things, that's a lot of men. Because most of them were a lot. I'm not gonna say most of them. I'm gonna say about, and this is me as a man saying this shit my damn self. There's a lot of men that's thirsty as fuck. I'll say about 95%.
Hello. Yes, I know. I live it.
Especially on this app. Like, there's a lot of men that be on some thirsty shit. They just feel like anytime, like, even like, because you're friendly, but you're not that friendly. You're not the type of friendly that makes people believe that you want to fuck them. It's like, your personality, if you want me to fuck someone, you'd be like, I'm going to fuck you.
Yeah.
Right? So, a lot of people, they, like, you're friendly, but you're not that friendly to make people believe that you just want to fuck them without saying it. Because you're very blunt.
Yeah, but like in this situation, I knew that they were tired, for one. They were stupid tired, and I didn't want to make them feel, I didn't want them to feel like how I feel. So I just kind of let them lead. But at one point, I will say, like when I laid down in bed and they held me, I have this thing where I do it with my booty, and I kind of like push it back and kind of like bump them a little bit. And that's like my way of saying like, yeah, let's go. But they didn't catch on, so I just left it at that.
They didn't catch on?
No, they didn't catch on.
They didn't get hard or nothing?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they didn't ask me like to touch anything. They didn't ask me to touch anything, which that would have made me feel uncomfortable though. Like that kind of stuff doesn't turn me on. That's actually like a turn off.
That's just showing that this man had a lot of respect for you.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I like this person quite a bit. They did ghost me once on a date, though. I will say that.
I mean, that shit happens.
Not to me.
I can't tell you how many times I've been ghosted. For a couple days and got spent on the date.
Yeah, but it shouldn't happen to someone like me. See, this is where my bouginess comes in. This is where my bouginess comes in. That shouldn't happen to someone like me. I'm me. This is where I come in and I say, you know how many guys want to like come over here and like do what we're doing? And I chose you. You should be appreciated. And maybe that's like terrible to say. I don't know. Is it? Because I would feel special. If I know you're like a fucking dime piece and you have me on your arm, man, listen. I'm going to do what I have to do to keep you.
But how you know that, because you say this person works a lot, how you know they like wasn't like dead ass tired or something?
I said that. I said that's why I didn't like push the issue, because I knew that they were tired.
I'm sorry, your phone going in. Like the volume is going in and out. I think it's because I got my AirPod in here.
Oh. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Shady.
It's Mr. Shady.
Okay, hold on. Never mind. Different Shady. There's a streamer. I was on his live this morning, and he treated me like a piece of shit. And his name was Shady, but it was Shady K, not Shady G. So, thank you. I already have my Valentine though. Thank you for today. So, I need to call and find out if they're. Do you have any Valentines today?
Ooh.
You.
Yeah, I got a Valentine.
Oh yeah, you plan on seeing your Valentine? I gotta call mine to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see her. I gotta go home. Well, I gotta go to the grocery store and get some fucking food because I'm tired of fucking ordering food and shit.
I feel you there.
Is not healthy.
I definitely feel you there. Damn, man. You know what? That's what I need to do too. I need like, I want to get like a thing, like a big thing of like vanilla yogurt, and then some like granola, and then some frozen fruit like peaches, pineapples, and strawberries or something, and then eat that like in the morning. And then I need milk. I wonder if hey, I wonder if this person can possibly pick something up for me if they plan on stopping anywhere. Yeah, well, I should probably get off of here and like go call them or something.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you on your next stream.
All right, well, hey, thanks for tuning in. You guys, I don't know who else is already on here or who's not on here. Put my glasses on. There you go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was wonderful. I had a great time. Now, I'm going to go and talk to my Valentine. Hopefully bring some like chocolate or something. Hopefully. You guys have a wonderful evening. All right, I'm actually going to stay.
Glasses, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually going to stay on though. I'm just going to end it over here.
I'm about to hop off.